Alright, so I had a brief little video idea that I thought I'd make. This might be a little different than my usual videos because it's not really talking about fragrances that I wear or like want to wear, or just men's fragrances in general. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk to you today about women's fragrances that I have found really good on women that I've known in my life, or that I've just smelled on women. So whenever I'm around like certain friends or like, you know, love interests or dating or whatever, people I work with, or just someone on the street or something, if I notice them like smelling like particularly well, like more than like just your average like body spray, because I know like a lot of women's fragrances, this might be like a hot take, but like a lot of women's fragrances to me, like they all kind of just smell the same. They're all like slightly like fruity, like floral and like vanilla. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like for some reason to me it's like kind of harder for like a woman's fragrance to stand out to my nose. And anyway, I mean it's always nice when a woman smells like just good, but like if they're wearing something that's like particularly like memorable, like I'll always like ask them what it is. But I'll start with the first one that I don't even remember which one it was. I think I might know. I'm gonna post pictures of like the fragrances that I'm talking about, like right here probably. But the first one is by Sol de Janeiro. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's like the salted caramel one. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like the orange one. But in this particular setting, like when I smelled it, like it was like just so good. Like it just smelled so good on her. I can't remember. I don't even know when this was, but I think this fragrance is kind of new, maybe. But I know they sell it at like Ulta and like Sephora and everything. But I've heard some people say that it smells like really synthetic and like really bad, and it's like bad quality, and it's like it shouldn't be as hyped as it is, because I know it is like pretty hyped, or it was, in like the fragrance world. I mean, I know it's like just like a body spray, but like for some reason in that moment, like it smelled so good to me, and like I just like needed to know what it was like instantly. Like it was like, and I think a lot of the times like when you like someone, this could have been like a factor as well, but like when you like someone, like their scents that they wear are like more like they're almost more enjoyable just because it's them wearing it, and it might just be some random like scent that they got from like Bath and Body Works, you know what I mean? Like it could just be like the person at the time that you like, and you just like everything about them, and like their smell is just like even more alluring just because you're attracted to them. That could have been like what this was. But I remember vividly liking this scent a lot at the time. But yeah, I'll just have a picture of this. I'll have a picture of it on the screen. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but I'll know which one it is when I see it, because I think she actually had the bottle like on her too. I'm pretty sure it's the orange one, but I could be wrong. But I also like smelled it like more recently, like when I was in Boston. Like I was in a Sephora in Boston. I remember spraying it just to see if it like smelled how I remembered it smelling, and like it kind of didn't even smell like what I remembered it smelling like. So that's interesting. But anyway, the next one is somebody that I know. I was actually like with her when she bought this, and it was just kind of like a blind buy for her and for me. But I knew that it was like pretty cool. Like it looked cool to me, and it was like the only one like out of like the whole list of like female fragrances that were there for purchase that like seemed like they were worth a damn. But it was like Prada Candy, and like it smelled so good. Like it just smelled like just like your very sweet like feminine fragrance, but it wasn't like basic, if that made sense. Like it just like it had like this edge to it that like I just really liked. And I'm not really sure if it was because I was there when she bought it and kind of like helped her decide on it, is like why I'm like psychologically like kind of more interested in it. Maybe that's what it is. But I also remember it just smelled really freaking good. So Prada Candy. And then yeah, she wore that for like ever. And the bottle looks cool too. But like that's always like one of the fragrances when I think of for like women's fragrances, Prada Candy. I think that might be actually like an older fragrance too. But yeah, the next one, this was with somebody that I worked with, and I remember she would like walk past me and I'd always like smell it. I'm like, what is that? So I finally asked her one day, I was like, what are you wearing? And she like showed it to me on Amazon, and it was like this like random, it might have been like something like it was viral like for like a short period of time on like TikTok or something, but it was like this body oil by called like Nemat International, I think, or something like that. It was like this little like oil, like body oil, and it was like, I think it's called vanilla musk, and like it had like this like really alluring smell to it. Like I just could not get enough of that smell. Like I just like loved when she wore that shit. But it was so good that I almost bought a bottle of it just to like have. I'm pretty sure it was like a roll on too, but I just liked the way it smelled so much. Nemat International Vanilla Musk. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But I think it's on Amazon for like maybe, because I like recently looked this up still, because I was never like really sure what it was, because like she just showed it to me like briefly, but I'm like pretty sure this is what it is. But yeah, I think I might still get one of those one of these days, just because, like, just to see if it still smells good to me. But yeah, Nemat International Vanilla Musk. And now the final one is the one that I think is the best out of like all like feminine fragrances that I've ever smelled. And like I always like recommend this to women when they're like wanting a fragrance. But I had a date once, and a girl, she wore Portrait of a Lady by Frederick Malle, but I think, but I could be wrong on the name on that, but I'm pretty sure it's called Portrait of a Lady. But, and I know it's like super expensive, or maybe, and it's like niche, but I always recommend that fragrance, because when I smelled it on her for the first time, I was like, holy shit, like, it was like this very like incense heavy, like sweet, like dark, like mysterious fragrance, but like still feminine. But I think also like a man could probably wear it too. Like I'm like a big fan of like incense and like patchouli, and like this fragrance definitely has that in it from what I remember. And yeah, it just smelled so good. Like I wish I honestly had a full bottle of that, like just to have it. But I remember one time somebody like reached out to me, like asked me for like advice on like what to get, and I told her that fragrance, and then she ended up going and buying it and like loving the fuck out of it. So that made me feel pretty good too. But like I said, I think your interest in people can like also influence how you like smell and like interpret the fragrance. But those 4 fragrances, like they smell like, and those are like the only ones in my recent memory that I can remember and name that were like enough to remember, you know what I mean? Because it seems like a lot of times, like I could be wrong, but like a lot of women that I know, like they don't really know a lot about perfume. They just know that they like smelling good, and they know like body sprays from like bed not yeah, Bath and Body Works. I almost said Bed Bath and Beyond, but Bath and Body Works, like Victoria's Secret, like yeah, it's like it smells good and stuff, but it's not really exactly in the same like ballpark as like perfume and shit, you know what I mean? Or like designer perfume, I guess. But yeah, those are like the 4 that I really remember smelling like super good. But if I like ever like encounter like women that like smell like really like memorable from their like fragrance they're wearing, like I'm always asking them. I'm always making like a mental note of it, because I just like to know that shit. Like I just love to smell good things. And yeah, that's basically it. This was just a little video I thought I'd make. It's a little different, maybe like more catering towards like the female audience. I know there's like maybe like 6% of my viewership are women. I think that's kind of cool. So hello, ladies. But I think it'd be kind of interesting to see like what other men really like to smell on their women. That's kind of like also another angle I wanted to go on this video, is like, what are fragrances that you love to smell on your wife or your girlfriend, or have you been on dates with a woman and what was she wearing that you really loved? So basically that's the end of this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these takes of mine, and I will see you in the video next. Also, let me know what you think about like this whole like, because I like kind of like raised my camera some. I'm thinking about maybe like changing like some stuff on this table and like adding like a light here or something. But yeah, let me know what you think about the background and the lighting and whatnot, and I will see you in the next one. Au revoir.